Oh, never mind, never mind.
Too
That's
late.
Tuesday. Okay.
Afterwards.
We're live.
Hello, one. Hello, all. Welcome to this episode of Show Business. We are talking about June 8th through 10th. Joining me, as always, is Peter, Bearded Movie Guy. Peter.
Hey, everybody. I'm Peter, the Bearded Movie Guy. I made a video this week.
Woo!
Go watch it.
Hey, something to plug.
I'll plug that later, but plug it in now anyways.
And as always, my 2 cents of nonsense, Lindsay.
Hi.
Hi.
I do stuff with things on the internet and other things.
What have you got? Have either? Well, Peter, I know, but the people watching don't. Have you seen anything this weekend?
Nope.
Okay.
I was busy.
I saw Hereditary. It was amazing.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Sorry.
Yeah,
What about you, Stevie?
I was saying to CP, I saw someone like, "It's the best movie ever." I'm like, "Whoa!"
Yeah. It's either that or the worst thing ever. There's no.
Well, that's how the internet works, It's like.
So I'm working with a bit of a shitty throat, so I might need you guys to take over a little bit. I have a big bowl of ice cream on my side.
Ice cream.
So,
okay, I get it.
So Peter, no pressure, but I'm gonna probably need you to talk for a bit.
I don't know if I can do that. I'm very shy. Hold on, let me settle myself.
All right, so first things first. Let's get to the weekend that was.
Yeah.
Hodor.
Yeah. Hey, look, there's one thing that isn't there. It's a small victory, and that's Avengers.
Avengers. I said it was gonna go. I said this is the weekend, and it went. I was all pleased with myself, except for the fact I got everything else wrong. Except the first one. Everybody got 1 point at least, because that first one. But
yeah, it was 3-2-1.
I got 2.
Did you get 2, Lindsay?
I got 2.
What bothers me is I actually was dicking around, and I the only reason I didn't pick Hereditary in 4th was because you guys both had Hereditary, and I didn't want to copy points. But I was like, nah, Hotel Artemis.
Yeah, which made $3 million.
Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody
and it looks good. I still want to see it. Like, I'd rather go see that than go see Oceans. I'd rather go see that than go see I don't know, whatever else was up there.
I've heard mixed things about Adrift, so I go see Hotel Artemis before Adrift.
Adrift is sinking fast too, by the way.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So I got 17 points now. Look at that.
Yeah. So
you're making a comeback, CP. Look at that.
Slow down. Yeah, I'm within 2 full weeks of you croaking of being close.
That's only if you get it right, though.
So I was right, exactly. I have to be perfect, and you have to absolutely croak. So Lindsay got 2, I got 3, and Peter got 1.
I was very close for Hereditary. Like, it was like 500,000 or so.
Yeah, no, they were tight. I mean, I couldn't make this until like 4 o'clock. I had a doctor's appointment, but I was like, come on, go from, because it was too close. The one thing I've learned is if they're within 2 million of each other, you got to wait, because the estimates aren't always like legit. I knew Oceans was in first because you estimated $20 million win.
Yeah. It was 41, I think.
Yeah. So Hereditary and Deadpool ended up being like within 500 grand of each other.
Yeah.
And you know what? For shits and giggles, because we counted it, Dino from the Late Late Horror Show was 0 for 4. But if you look at it upside down, he's perfect. Upside down, he's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's hysterical.
Poor Dino had it right, just
in the wrong order, just backwards. Yeah,
it's like a weird vision of the future, but everything's just obscured.
It's like Stranger Things all over again.
Yeah, he's got like a memento vision of what was going to happen.
Whenever he sees the upside down,
he sees the upside down. Whenever you see whatever he picks, flip it. You'll get perfect every time.
Right,
he's a mirror image of things. It's like,
so I don't know how to say congratulations, Dino, backwards, but
yeah.
All right, so that's the weekend that was.
Actually, hold on. I want to talk about the weekend that was.
Okay.
So hold on. Just listen to this, okay? I was looking at the thing this morning. All right, so we got the top 4. Okay, Avengers finally fell. It got just over 7 million. Adrift got just over 5, so it's at 21 million or just under 22 million, with a $35 million budget. Okay. Then you got Book Club, which just keeps on sticking around, which has made 56, almost 57 million. Hotel Artemis, which sadly only made just over 3 million. But this is where it's interesting. Okay, Upgrade is number 9. Life of the Party is number 10. Breaking In is number 11. Overboard is number 12. A Quiet Place made $1 million on the weekend. Action Point made 951,000, coming in 14th place in its second weekend.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
It's made a complete 4,520,000. So it's literally, and it cost 19 million to make.
It's the anti-Isle of Dogs.
It seriously is. It's like in 2 weekends, it went from 8th or 9th to 14th in its second weekend, and like that's just insane.
Dude,
it's A Quiet Place beat it. A Quiet Place beat it.
Yeah, no, that shit happens, but like usually, like what was it? The year we started this, Peter. Yeah. Nice Guys just got fucking buried, but that was a really good movie.
Yeah.
Pop Star.
Pop Star. I've still yet to see that, but I want to.
It was never above 3 or 4, and it just disappeared. Granted, those are 2. I mean, Pop Star first, then Nice Guys. Those are really good movies that just disappeared.
Yeah.
But you know, this shit happens.
And here's the funny the thing. Action Point was on 2,032 screens. A Quiet Place was on 904.
Yep.
So it made more than that being on its 10th week out. On half the amount of screens, it made more than a movie that's second week out.
I did go see Action Point this week.
Yeah. What do you think?
Is bad.
It's bad. It's what I've heard. Bad. Everyone said that.
Like, there's a couple of good jokes. Like, you know, I chuckled.
They're in the trailer. They're in the trailer.
Yeah, mostly. But like, did you get the weird feeling that the movie was like anti-government regulations?
A little bit, yeah.
Right?
You're like, this is a political protest movie, and that's why people didn't want to see it.
Maybe like the bad spoilers. The bad guy is a lawyer, and in the end of the movie, he gets his comeuppance because everybody in the park gets hurt when he gets ownership of it, and he gets sued because it's bad that people can be held liable for when the things that they own get people killed. And I'm like what? Yeah. What is your logic, movie?
Lindsay, I'll give you. You're giving that movie way too much credit. If that's the hidden message of Action Point, then. Man, you just don't get it, man.
Well, that's how bored I was watching it. My mind turned off.
Way deeper than that, bro.
Maybe this is an art piece, and he's trying to talk about big government and control. It's brilliant.
All right, so Dino started with us in the chat. Slipcover King, let's get it going. I don't know when he said that. Jaxic, Paul, what's up? Good. Now I can go live, says Channel Dawnstar. Roger. We're going to be doing some Leno and Letterman stuff.
Hey, man, you've been on the show before, Don't you go ahead.
Roger.
Why are you going ahead with us, Roger?
Daniel Hammond, what's up, everyone? Roger, my profile pic's in honor of you. What is that banging noise?
I don't know, maybe someone's moving a bin or something.
Oh, okay.
A bin, that's a trash can because she's from England.
Yeah, she broke the word.
It's a bin. It's okay. I like it.
Steve Bruschetta, he says,
Peter's going to say a hose or a boot or something, and it's going to be a bin.
What are you talking about? It's a bin. I've literally never said that in my life, like on purpose. Like I've never, it's one.
Peter, how do you spell favorite?
We probably use a U in there. Yeah, they use a U in color also.
No.
And so it's funny. I also my spelling is atrocious, and so I quite often spell things the American way, and Canadians give me we also how do you say the last letter of the alphabet? CP.
Z, not Z.
Z. Yeah. We say it Zed here. I don't say it Zed because it doesn't rhyme in the alphabet song when I was a kid. And this, as your T Z, it's like Zed. It's like that doesn't make any sense. But they're like, the letter existed before the song did, you jerk. It's like, but that doesn't change the fact that I still say Z. And I get criticized quite often by other Canadians about it.
That's funny. I bet that's a French origin thing because I took French all through high school and they say Z for Z.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a British thing too. The British do it.
Oh, they do. Oh,
okay. Like what's his name? The guy who Trevor Noah.
Oh yeah.
He calls zebras. So he's
like in Baby Driver.
Zebra.
Something up in Zebra.
yeah, exactly. So like it's I think it's a European thing. Like zebra, Z. It's
so anyway, Patrick Holmes says hello to
hey Patrick
and Emily. Patrick says hello.
Hello, Patrick.
John says he was going to order Chinese, but our show distracted him. Basically, all good since he didn't have the funds.
Hold on, I gotta say.
Who does, Roger?
I gotta say it. It's Patrick. He bought life insurance.
Brother. People also say Hotch for H, which I don't understand. Roger, we're not carrying on with this language shit.
H. My dad's Welsh. He says H. So HP sauce. He said, "Can you pass me the HP sauce?" And I'm like, whatever. It's like I don't know. So
anyways, that's where H from Ready Player One came from.
Maybe
because she spelled it AECH or whatever.
That movie's old, or that book is also 10 years old today, apparently. So
Jesus Christ, really?
Lindsay, did you see Ocean's 8?
I didn't. I passed because I thought I'd seen the first one, but I caught a glimpse of it the other day. I'm like, I have not seen this.
You haven't seen Ocean's 11?
I thought I had. Yeah. I guess not.
Oh,
so I got so I'll see them and then I'll see Ocean's 8.
Yeah, you should definitely see those first, even though it's connected to the universe, like it's his sister. But
have you seen it, Peter?
No, I just know it's connected. I knew it was connected. Like when they were writing it, they're like, it's Danny Ocean's sister, and like she's, I'm like,
of course,
really? I don't know.
So did you see it, CP?
No.
No, you didn't see it. No. I thought you were gonna be like, yes, I did. Actually.
No, I was hoping one of you had seen it. So
no, I was busy this weekend, as you know. But I probably will not see it in theaters. That's interesting. Whatever that banging is. Is someone tap dancing at your house?
Happy June 11th, everyone.
Happy June.
Is that a thing in America?
It's a preemptive July 4th celebration.
I was like, isn't it kind of early? They're checking the fireworks to make sure they're going to work okay.
They're just getting ready.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
They started drinking already.
What's funny is they'll do that for the month leading up to July 4th. And in Denmark, they set up fireworks on New Year's. And when Dennis was out here for the day after Christmas through 2 days after New Year's. And he's like, I'm going to go outside and film the fireworks. And I'm like, you're going to do what?
Yeah, there's no fireworks.
I said, there's no fucking fireworks.
Like there's fireworks at like Times Square and stuff like that, right? Like where the ball drops, don't they shoot fireworks up and stuff like that?
But like, it's not like a neighborhood thing.
Like, yeah, it's like July 4th, they do fireworks, right?
Or June 11th,
Or June 11th. Like in Canada, we don't have July 4th. We don't. That's nothing.
I think it might be fireworks.
Yeah. Like July 4th is nothing in Canada, but
hey, it's Independence Day celebration day for the celebration of the release of the movie Independence Day.
Yeah, that's true. We have like Canada Day, which we put we put fireworks up then and crap like that.
And America finally unshackled ourselves from the tyranny of Britain.
Yes.
Canada. July 4th is also Purge Day. Don't forget that.
Yeah. Don't forget the purge.
So get a purging.
Get purging.
Hey. See you in the chat. What's up, Theo?
President Trump starts the purge.
I don't know about that. If you're watching the news, it's upside down.
I fixed the economy. We just kill everyone.
Yeah.
Canada Day, Victoria Day, Family Day.
Yeah, those are all. Well, Family Day we don't do.
Family Day. It's an adorable name.
Yeah, we
don't
never have that.
We have Family Day, but the Family Day only started like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, or like in Ontario at least. It's just literally like they went, hey, you only have nine statutory holidays throughout the year. There should be another one, and other provinces had started, so they threw one in for us. And so we have Family Day in February.
It's like The Simpsons when they were like, we need an extra holiday to get us in between the Love Day. Let's go with that.
It was basically, it's thrown in February because there's nothing between February and like, I guess May or something like that. Like
President's Day. Come on, man.
President's Day. Oh wait, you guys, here, hold on.
We don't have Prime Minister's Day. We don't do that crap.
What's up, Lindsay?
How are we not talking about the Halloween trailer right now?
Yeah, we need to talk about the Halloween trailer.
Right.
I've heard
which we can segue into money talk because I've been doing it all weekend. I'd like, so your homework will be for good effort, Lindsay. So go ahead. What did you think? It's fresh in your head.
Yeah, just to say, Lindsay just watched it before we came on air.
Mm-hmm.
So
I muted these assholes so I could listen to the trailer.
And
then we just talked anyway.
Don't be so Lindsay. Don't be so accurate in your depictions of people. That's not nice.
I'm sorry. Just the visceral nature of the Halloween trailer just brings it out in me. Because good God, was that awesome! And I'm not a huge Halloween fan, but that was a really dope trailer. Mm-hmm. Like I like in the grand pantheon of slashers. Like it's not. I mean, it's good, but it's just not my favorite. Like I don't even know what my favorite would be. But I'm excited for this movie. I wasn't really, but now I am.
I agree.
Jamie Lee Curtis is old lady badass. Spoilers, hopefully not.
I clearly know. I know CP's favorite. He's repping it right now as we speak. Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Lift the bowl up again. No, lift the bowl. There you go. Ice cream truck.
You got me.
He's totally like, I love ice cream trucks so much. I got to eat ice cream on air.
Yeah, this is something decadent.
Yeah,
that's a line from the movie.
That's his favorite stalker movie right there. It's all a dream. It was all a story. Anyways, yeah, no. See, for me, Halloween is the best the best stalking movie ever is Alien, as far as I'm concerned. But it's like, because it's basically a stalking movie in a sci-fi format. But Halloween, I think, is probably like, other than Aliens, I think Halloween is probably my favorite. Best, who knows? It's hard to say that.
I've heard Peeping Tom is really good. I haven't seen Peeping Tom.
Never seen it.
It's like super old, right? Yeah, I've heard that one.
It came out the same time as, around, if not the same year, the same time as Psycho.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's right.
So to date that.
Okay.
Yeah. So Daniel, this trailer makes me want to see a new Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th. Yeah, that's the hope here.
Right.
Yeah.
As much as I'm not a big fan of Halloween, I'm hoping it does well just so that we can get the other big
the other ones done properly.
Right.
Still with Jackie Earle Haley.
Well, I don't know about I don't know if they're going to do that, but I agree.
At this point,
I haven't seen that. Is that movie any good? The one with Jackie Earle Haley?
It threatens to be good, and then it decides to not be good.
It's a little too serious.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was always implied and sort of subtexty what Freddy did to the kids in the original movies. In the remake, they're like, he fucked kids, and it's just
it's like take any nuance out of it. All I remember, the only criticism I remember of the film when it came out was like, why does Freddy Krueger all of a sudden sound like Rorschach? That's all I can remember from it. It's like, he sounds a lot like Rorschach, basically. It's like, I don't remember Freddy being quite like that.
That's pretty funny.
I'm just like, okay. So, I've seen the Friday the 13th remake, and like you said, the beginning is pretty epic, and then it falls off the rails pretty darn fast. Like I remember coming away from it going, it's like,
right. So, are you excited for it, Peter?
The new Halloween? Yeah, I am actually. I saw the trailer. And there's something about. I like where they've gone with it. Like I've never seen the other Halloween movies. I've seen Halloween like 4 or 5 times now. I just showed it to my daughters last year, and like they loved it. And it was just this thing where I was like, I was gonna be like, okay, we're gonna watch them all, and then they're like, we're doing a new film, and it scraps everything out. It's like beside the first one. It was like, ooh, okay, well maybe like I will eventually see the other Halloween movies, I'm sure. But I'm like, cool. So now I literally don't need to know anything past the one I've seen. That trailer I thought it looked good. The thing with the teeth was just like, whoa. It's like,
in the bathroom, that was my favorite scene.
That was like, that gave me chills. And she like, I like the fact that how they're playing Jamie Lee Curtis and like how she's just been like, oh, I've been waiting for this. It's like, it's like I've been waiting my entire life for this moment.
The one thing where I'm a little stuck on that is if she's really been sitting around for 40 years, like you'd be a little fucking wonky. Like
well, she seems a little wonky, but maybe her husband. Like I'm guessing she got married at one point because like she's somebody's grandma, and like I'm guessing maybe her husband kept her grounded. That might be the thing. And then I'm guessing he's not around anymore, so she's just been fixating on Jason. Jason.
Michael.
Jeez, my brain. Sorry, guys. She's been fixating on Michael this entire time since he's been gone. So it's like, I don't know. The only thing is that made me laugh a little bit was how America is all about gun culture, and yet she's sitting there with a. It's like where the like it's like, come on, you can easily get those. We all know this. It's like, why would she have a pump action? Like
Dino's dropped in $5. Dino, you can officially stop now. Thank you so much. He said, listening with Bluetooth. By the way, I'm 4 for 4. I wrote down and typed upside down. Blame the glasses.
Yeah. We'll do that.
Yeah, unofficial 5 points for Dino. Yeah, see, $1 per point. $1 per point.
$1 per point right there.
Everyone playing at home should do that.
Yeah. You get perfect 3 weeks in a row. You give us $1 million.
You lose, give us money.
What a good deal that is.
Yeah. So I've been on a bit of a around the world as far as fellow YouTubers is concerned. I was with the horror show yesterday. We were talking about the trailer. Nice. And I don't remember where it started, but the discussion started somewhere else. And I'm like, man, I really want to do this Monday. So I kind of like, if you've seen me on other channels this weekend, you've had a taste of what we're about to talk about. But the one thing I wanted to look into, because people are talking about A Quiet Place making over 100, people are talking about it making over 100.
Yeah.
And I decided, I was like, let me see what the highest grossing Halloween movie is. And Lindsay, you have it in front of you. But Peter, do you know what the highest grossing Halloween movie is?
No, I have no clue.
It's the Rob Zombie 2007 version. And it's only
sad.
And it's only 58 million.
Like for full theatrical run?
Domestic.
Domestic yes. Wow. That's not a lot. Like that's Ocean's almost made that this week.
Right. So
this might be then this sorry. Go ahead.
The first question I'll ask you is does it beat 58 million? B, does it beat 58 million opening weekend?
I would lean it beats 58 million easily.
Total, right? Yeah.
Total, no problem. This movie beats 58 million that we just saw the trailer for. I think if people don't have the history of Halloween and just see that trailer, it should beat 58 million for domestic run. Like it looks like a good movie, regardless of whether you like the original or not. It looks like a good movie. Mm-hmm. But throw on the fact that it has the original actress. It has the tone from the first one. It looks like they've hit a lot of the right things, and it's got the blessing of John Carpenter. And again, it looks really good. I think I wouldn't be shocked if it made that opening weekend. If it made like 60 its opening weekend.
That's what I was thinking. Is it that hard for it to do that just on opening weekend alone?
It's an interesting question because especially if you look at Halloween 2, the sequel to Halloween 2007, it made half Halloween 2007 made 80. Halloween 2009 made 39. So less than half.
Oh, is that worldwide? You're talking about 80?
That's worldwide. Oh yeah, worldwide 80,253,000, and the sequel was 39,421. So less than half. But that was also almost a decade ago. Horror's seeing a very delightful resurgence right now.
Right.
Like after things like Get Out and, like you said, It and Quiet Place and things like that, I don't know about 58 million opening weekend, but I could see like 40 million opening.
Yeah, I mean, just to know that number, I'd really be shocked if it doesn't do 60 total. Like really? If 58 is that the bar for the franchise? And so the other discussion we had yesterday on the horror show, guys, what do you think? I think the budget's 20 million. What do you think Halloween needs to do to warrant a sequel? And then
make
that's
80.
where 80.
Make 80. Make 4 times. Well, I mean, I guess depending on how hard they push it, maybe 100.
For overall, you're talking?
Yeah, worldwide.
Worldwide?
I don't think the world cares, but sure.
I think like overall, it's got to hit like at least 100. I think, because if they're like, oh, we can make A Quiet Place and it's over 100. If we're gonna dump money into something, if it makes 80, and it's a property that is working off a lot of history, they could just be like, yeah, obviously there's not enough of an audience there that wants this. I personally, I don't know. I'm as much as I'm like franchises are awesome and everyone wants them and stuff. I would literally love if this was it for Halloween. Like if this was like it was like Halloween and there you go. And we're not going to make any more movies of this because this one's going to end it. And like I would be happy with that. Now I'm sure Halloween fans that want this to turn into a franchise from this wouldn't be, but I would love this as like the end cap of the franchise where it's like, and then if you want to redo it, you redo it in 20 years from now when you got brand new audience.
You're adorable.
I know.
Well, yeah. What about this? Okay, so what if it doesn't necessarily make 100, or even really, what if it doesn't even make 90, but it gets like Jumanji crazy ass legs?
Yeah.
And it just lingers in like the top 10 of the box office for months.
When is it coming out?
October 18th.
Yeah, if that just like sticks around for the end of the year, like
it hypothetically could, because it depends what blockbusters are coming out in that time period. Like right now, we're getting 2 to 3 films a week.
Lindsay, do you want to do a little homework and find us out what the Paranormal Activities, whatever the October releases of the last, insert shitty October horror movie here?
I've actually got something interesting along that line.
Okay.
The top grossing horror slasher movies of all time.
I was looking for that. I was literally looking it up and I couldn't find it, so I was like, screw
it. So Halloween 2007 is number 9.
Ooh.
Halloween H2O is number 10, which I'm I find that very amusing. The first 3 are Scream 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, what are their numbers?
Lifetime gross for Scream 1, 100 million. But opening weekend, 6 million. Scream 2, 100.
Wow.
Well, yeah, actually, let me be more specific here. Scream 1, 103 million life gross. 6.3 opening. Scream 2, 101 lifetime. 32 million opening.
See, to think
Scream
that a movie made 6 million its opening weekend, and they're like, we should give this a sequel. That would never happen.
Well, dude, that's another play into the, well, movies just don't work the same way anymore, because I bet you it was a slow build where it was like, Scream was pretty good.
Well, I remember Scream when it came out. Literally, it was a word of mouth film. Again, no social media back then, right?
I want to say I saw it.
I don't remember. I don't think I even saw it until it was on VHS.
I think it was like December of '96. I want to say.
But It like if you look at it, like
December '96. Yeah, good job,
Hey!
Good December 20th, right before Christmas.
Right. So no social media back then. It's word of mouth with friends. So it went from 6 million its first week to grossing 100 million overall. Yeah. So it obviously it became the film where it was. Have you seen Scream? Oh, it plays tribute to like so many horror movies. It's so great. And then after a while, they went, we should do a sequel. And then the sequel made 30 million, like you said, opening weekend. So, but that wouldn't happen nowadays because like it would because of social media. If people liked it, they would tell everyone on social media and they would go see it faster. Right? Like it literally happened word of mouth back in the day. Literally people talking to each other over water coolers and seeing each other at school and blah, 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 blah. That's not the way it works anymore.
And here's something crazy too. So a slight dip in lifetime gross for Scream 2, but in a significantly more opening weekend. Scream 3, 89 million, but also the worst, but the highest opening weekend by almost 3 million.
Really?
Yeah.
So it had like
no legs. The
3 and 4 or 2 and 3 obviously had a much steeper drop off than the build that happened with number 1. Where number 1 it's going, insane. It's like where this was like
what that also says is you can't just make a franchise. You gotta do a good movie. Scream that was like a game changer.
Yeah, it was. It was a good movie.
So I don't know if you could say that about it. Maybe that was just a really big hype thing, but A Quiet Place was.
A Quiet Place is just an incredibly well-made, solid movie that found an audience because people were like, "Wow, I haven't been this tense in a movie theater in a long time," and people told their friends, "You should go see this," and like, man, be prepared, it's tense, and that's why it's still made $1 million on the weekend.
This weekend,
this weekend. 10 weeks later, it's still made $1 million. It's like because people are still going to see it, and so whereas in Action Point it's not. So it's just it's such a different paradigm than when Scream came out that it's like so much harder to predict and stuff. Like so, I don't know. It's
what do you think the spiritual successor to Quiet Place is going to be? So. That like took out sound for such a significant part. Do you think a movie could like be shot in nearly pitch black?
Well, Don't Breathe.
Don't Breathe. Well, Don't Breathe. The Don't Breathe is the precursor in kind or no precursor.
It's the end of Silence of the Lambs stretched out for a bunch.
Yeah, it is. There's a flip side to that. There's been a couple movies, but there's one. The first one that I think did it was called Wait Until Dark, which was an Audrey Hepburn movie where she is a lady that knows something that these people want and she's blind. And these people get in her apartment and she ends up turning the lights out on them. And like being able to get around her apartment and they can't find her and stuff. And there's been a couple films like that. One done a couple of years ago where like a blind lady was like in an apartment and a guy was there and, trying to get her and stuff. So like I don't know if taking sight out of the equation or taking like, just like you said, like Silence of the Lambs style where you can't see or where the woman can't see or the man can't see. I don't know.
It's interesting. I hadn't thought about it like that, especially because like Silence of the Lambs and Don't Breathe is such a mess with the perspective when they go to the night vision and it's those guys.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess not so much to Don't Breathe because he's blind.
Well, Don't Breathe is like the flip side of Wait Until Dark because in Wait Until Dark she's trying to fight for her survival. Where in Don't Breathe, it's like the people who can see are trying to like be as quiet as freaking possible because they don't want the guy who can only hear to find them easily. And it's like, and he knows where everything in his house is, so he's stalking them. Whereas in Wait Until Dark, the people were stalking her. It's the complete flip side to it, really. But I don't know. I'm not sure because there's only so many ways you can do it. It's like, oh, there's someone who can't smell, and it's like that's really gonna.
That's not going to translate to theaters.
It's not going to translate well to film.
So the other two. So Halloween 2007 got a sequel, and it's. I mean, I guess it makes sense why it did because it's the highest grossing in the Halloween series, but Friday the 13th had a remake in 2009. Nightmare on Elm Street had a remake in 2010, and they both did fairly a little bit better. Lindsay.
Yeah. So okay. So where'd those go? Oh God.
One of them 63, one of them 65.
Yeah, so it's I think Nightmare on Elm Street was the one that did the best, and then I got too tab happy. Let me get this going here. Come on, internet.
The interesting thing, I'll fill time for you.
Yeah, thank you.
The one reason I think, and I could be completely wrong, but the one reason that Halloween got a sequel is Rob Zombie.
Yeah,
where Rob Zombie wanted to do a second movie. He was a driving force behind the first movie getting made. Who are the directors of the other two movies? Do you know their names? I don't know their names.
No, that's not in my head.
No. So Rob Zombie was a guy that was trying to push an agenda and it's what he wanted. And I guarantee you when he was filming number one, he already had ideas on what he probably wanted to do for number two. And when it made a decent enough bank, he pushed his way through and went, yeah, we're doing a second one. You know, it's like, let's do this and stuff. So, whereas in the other movies didn't have that. The other movies didn't have someone who was super passionate about the source material. As the director, it has someone just making a film. So, right? Like, who's the guy that directed Nightmare on Elm Street? Not Wes Craven. I obviously get Wes Craven. I mean, like the new one.
Marcus Nispel directed the Friday remake, and I think he was the guy behind the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake.
Yeah,
I might have my stuff mixed up.
If that's the case, he's like, hey, listen, we do this, and then when it didn't get successful enough for them to immediately throw him a sequel, he's like, okay, what else can I do that I think I can maybe get into a franchise, like maybe get sequels out of? Whereas in Rob Zombie approached Halloween as, I want to make Halloween movies. And so he already had it set that this was going to be a thing. And so he, like, if it made decent bank, he would, I'm guarantee you, he would have been like, okay, come on, let's go the second one now. Let's go. Whereas if no one's championing, like, you know, and being a driving force behind it,
so strange. It's just so strange that it was the lowest of the big three and it got a sequel and the other two were just mired in.
But
I have those figures, by the way. Friday made 65 opening, or 65 total domestic and 91 global, and a Nightmare made 63 domestic, 115 global.
Okay.
Yeah, those aren't strong numbers.
No.
And Samuel Bayer, a guy, who did nothing but music videos before and after Nightmare on Elm Street, directed the Nightmare on Elm Street.
Well, that's kind of their calling card. What's his face? The guy infamous for Part 4. What the fuck? Why is this? Rennie Harlan broke his feet. The director of Die Hard 2.
Yeah.
Broke in directing a Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
Oh yeah, I mean that happens. Like, you know, music video directors, like there's a movie
all the time they switch over because you got to start somewhere and they start in movie, like, you know. But I don't know. Again, I think the Rob Zombie, that wasn't Rob Zombie's first movie, right? Or was it?
No, he did.
House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah, House of a Thousand Corpses and something else.
Devil's Rejects.
Yep, that's it.
Done that?
That's it.
So I think it's more a case of the studio having a director that they want to keep happy, and he wants a Halloween sequel, and it made enough money that you could possibly justify it as long as the budget is low enough. Like, if you have a guy that you want to keep as your director for making you horror movies, and he's like, listen, I'll make the next one for 30 million. This one made 60 million. I'm guaranteeing you money. Are you going to tell him no? Whereas again, Halloween or Nightmare on Elm Street had a film, like a video guy making the movie.
Yeah.
When he was done with it and it wasn't a huge success, he wasn't going to be like fighting for a second one. So I just think
making Green Day music videos.
Yeah, I think part of the big deal was the fact that Rob Zombie was like, we're doing another Halloween movie and that's what I want and you want to make me happy, and I'll make more movies for you if you let me do another Halloween movie.
I believe that there's a certain amount of like it's the same thing that you see with other directors like Michael Bay and stuff like that.
It's how Inception got made. It's right, like Nolan. They wanted another Batman film, and Nolan went, well, I'd like to make this movie about dreams, and they went, listen, you make another Batman movie, we'll freaking make whatever you want, right?
You see, so if that's the case, I mean, it did end up biting Rob Zombie in the ass anyway, because he had a crowd fund for 31 and he had to do it twice.
Yeah.
So
well, it's the thing, right? Like if you push your weight around and then don't back it up with the numbers.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Right? Like you're like, oh, I could bring in 60 million, and then the film opens up to 4 million. And it's like they will then go, maybe you're not as hot a property as we thought you were, and maybe we're not really going to care about what you make next.
Good point. Ben Grimm said David Fincher started as music video director.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just
a lot of guys.
Spike Jones.
They cut their teeth. I believe, what's his name? Anton Fuqua started out.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's how he got Training Day. In all the places where they went into the hood in Training Day. Mm-hmm. Literally, the only reason they were allowed to film there was because Anton Fuqua had street credit, and they're like, "Oh, this is the guy who made this video and this video and this video," and they literally went, "Come on in," and they're like, "You'll all be safe and stuff." But normally, no one went into that area to film because it's like, no, you're not going to be safe. And so, like, everyone loved Fuqua so much that they literally gave him a pass because he'd made music videos.
Hardcore Henry, the first-person perspective movie that was actually kind of fun, that was based on 2 music videos that the director had made, and they took the concept and they blew it up into a movie. Like
Edgar Wright made a music video for something
recently.
Baby Driver was based off a music video.
Baby Driver. The guy with a music video he did with Nick Frost.
Yep.
And I saw the video.
Oh yes. Yeah.
So
it's actually it's a fun video. It's
a fun video. Yeah. So
put it up on his Twitter.
A lot of guys cut their teeth doing music videos, and then
Edgar Wright just recently did one for somebody recently.
Maybe. Actually, if you watch Baby Driver with a magnifying glass, you see that Mint Royale music video in Baby Driver for a minute when they're changing TV channels.
Yep,
fun fact.
Oh, yeah, when he's like keeps on changing the channels on his father.
The Easter eggs that Edgar Wright puts in his shit.
Right.
Yes. I mean, it's
speaking of Easter eggs. Rob Zombie's in both Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
What?
I'm on his IMDb page right now. In Guardians of the Galaxy, he's Ravager Navigator, which is a voice. And in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, he's listed as Unseen Ravager.
That's hysterical.
Right?
Dropping the knowledge on us, man.
Yeah.
Good tidbits, sir.
Nathan Fillion is also in Guardians of the Galaxy as a big blue guy.
Yeah.
The guy that when they get to prison wants Star-Lord, and Groot shoves his fingers up the guy's nose and lifts him up off the floor, is played by Nathan Fillion because Nathan Fillion's good friends with James Gunn because of Slither. They did a movie called Slither together,
which is also a very good movie.
It's so funny. That movie bothered me because of the literal, like, the scene with the woman. She's like, I don't feel so well. So I literally watched parts of it because I love Nathan Fillion. So I literally watched some of the Nathan Fillion parts and then fast forward through the rest. Anyways,
so the weekend that is upcoming is a really weird one.
You're a weird one.
Yeah, no, listen. That's so the Wednesday we're getting a release. Superfly comes out Wednesday on 22.
Speaking of directed by the music video, Director X of Superfly is music video guy.
I forgot when we saw that trailer. I'm like, who?
Yeah,
I'm like, what?
Yeah,
and yeah. So apparently,
Director X made Movie the Movie.
Oh, really?
Well, no. I mean, just like that's what Superfly looks like to me. Crime movie, the movie. Like, just
it does. It feels a little wishy-washy, tropey. Here's every single action movie thing in one movie. Like, I couldn't tell for the longest. I'm like, is this like a Leslie Nielsen thing? Are they gonna like Is this a riff on these types of movies, or no?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So Superfly comes out on 2200 screens on Wednesday. They're trying to get in front of the big avalanche that is Friday.
Dun, 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 dun,
But what's
dun,
weird
dun,
is you got two major releases coming out on Friday in Incredibles 2 and Tag.
Yeah, but they're vastly different audiences, right?
Peter, sure, but
when do you want to release Tag? Is the question. Do you want to go?
Because it looks amazing.
I think I would have released that. I would have released that against Oceans more than I would have released it against Incredibles.
I agree with you there,
but
actually, I get to disagree because Incredibles, adults are going to go see it, but that's more kids. Whereas Oceans is adults, and then Tag is going to be adults.
Yeah, that's true. No, you're right. So I think like Tag, the people who can go see Tag, is it rated R?
Yes.
Yeah. So the people who are going to go see Tag, a lot of them can't see Tag. Like a lot of the teenagers will end up going to see Incredibles. My daughters who love Incredibles are like about Incredibles 2. They're like, really? I'm worried that it's going to get ruined. And I was like, wow, I'm kind of feeling the same way. And it's being too long. That's like, and it's weird because it takes place right afterwards. Like
you're literally too late.
You're 15 years too late. It's like,
you're right. Blade Runner 2049 was just so.
No, but that was a phenomenally made film. I don't know.
That took 30 years for them to make that.
Yeah, but
sorry,
they could have made Incredibles 2 long ago. But like, why didn't they? I have no clue. I'm not sure.
Brad Bird had to make Tomorrowland.
Pretty much.
For the record, I respect the hell out of Brad Bird. He went to my high school. He's kind of my hero. Like, it's just.
I love Brad.
I do too. Tomorrowland still sucks though. Next question.
Listen, Brad Bird made the best animated movie of all time, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
and that's including all the Studio Ghibli stuff.
Which year?
And then CP's like, "What movie are you talking about?"
Well, he's got 3: Ratatouille, Iron Giant, and Incredibles are all contenders.
Iron Giant is, as far as I'm concerned, the best animated movie of all time. It's freaking
the best Superman movie ever made.
It's phenomenal, and it's just it hits me every time. It's so well made. It's so out of like left field. Warner Brothers didn't know what to do with it. But
Wally.
Yeah, no, Wally's good. I like Wally, but
I
love Wally too. I think Iron Giant's better.
Food Fight is the best animated movie of all time.
Ugh.
Raise the roof, Food Fight.
But yeah, Brad Bird is a good director. But it is weird that it's like they've taken so long to do this that I'm like, I'm not super stoked for it. I would have been super stoked for this 6 years ago. I was waiting. I was like, when are they going to make Incredibles 2? And like seeing the trailer for it, I was like, it looks okay. Like I'm not as nearly stoked for it as I was if they'd done it 2 years later after Incredibles.
Interesting.
But I don't know. It's gonna make massive money because
it is. Yeah. It's coming in first place.
It's definitely coming in first place.
Oh yeah, sure. And then we're gonna get crazy this weekend.
I've got a plan. Hold
on, let's just watch what Dino's gonna say and then we'll flip it.
Yeah, whatever Dino says, upside down it.
Upside down it. Incredibles is gonna be 4th. Hereditary number 1.
He's like our guy that counts the cards so we can win in Vegas.
Oh, yeah. Good point, Ben Grimm. He was busy making real people movies too. He made Ghost Protocol.
Oh, he did.
Which was really fucking good.
Yeah, Ghost Protocol.
Which saved
Mission Impossible.
Which saved Mission Impossible because without
saved
number 3 and number 2. Number 2, come on, number 2.
2's bad. 3's
good. Number 3 was serviceable. Number 3
would have been saved if they didn't delete the scene with my dad in it.
That's true. Exactly what
it was supposed to be the opening scene with Tom Cruise standing over the grave of his daughter named Lindsay, and my name is Lindsay, and his character's name was Lindsay's dad. It was the best part he's ever had, and they deleted him.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I think it. Let me put it this way, okay? If number 4 had done the same as number 3, I don't think we would have had a number 5. I think they would have said.
I mean, that's fair, but
I said I don't. Instead, we're now on number 6. So, and it changed the franchise completely. It went from being kind of cool. Like number 1 was good, solid, fun. Number 2 was ridiculous. Number 3 was back to being good, solid stuff. The best part about number 3 is Philip Seymour Hoffman.
P.S. and then carries that. Yeah.
He does. So, like, think of it that way. And he's gone. So it's like you have number 4, and number 4 came out, and all of a sudden it was like, this is great. What like number 3 wasn't this good. Number 2 definitely wasn't this good. So it's just.
I like 3. I like 3 a lot.
I'm fine with 3, but
you hate my dad.
Yeah. No, I think number 4.
I would love it way more if he was in it, though.
Brad Bird making number 4 reinvigorated that franchise, I think, and relaunched its direction for sure. Like, because you have all the characters from number 4 are still in it, so you still have like Simon Pegg wasn't in it. Jeremy Renner wasn't in it. Alec Baldwin.
Wait, Simon Pegg was in 3, right?
Simon Pegg was in 3?
Yes, he is. He is. You're right. He's the
was he?
computer dude.
I think he's in the 3rd. I don't remember. Here, I'll double check.
Okay,
that's how he got in tight with J.J. Abrams.
I don't remember. I remember being 4.
One quarter portion.
1/4 portion.
Yeah, 1/4 portion. Yeah.
Where is it?
Anyways, they've kept the characters going.
Yeah, but Mission Impossible 3.
Like, yeah, very good.
Okay, so he started in 3, but he developed as a character in 4. Because in the beginning of 4, he's in the van, and Tom Cruise's character is like,
"Great scene,
what are you doing here?
Yeah.
What are you doing here? You're not an alien. Like, you're not an agent." And he's like, "Actually, I am. I'm an agent now." And it's like, "What the frick?" So number 4 changed the game for Mission Impossible as far as I'm concerned.
I can see that.
Brad Bird is totally responsible with Tom Cruise for that, and it's stayed going in that direction even though he's not making them anymore.
Madness, Viz, Volstix, Theo again, Don Star still. Hey guys, hello.
Hey Volstix. I love Volstix accent.
Yeah, him and Emily get into a little.
He's got such a British accent.
Yeah,
it just makes me laugh.
Upper northeast England discussion. So
you know what it is? He may. Oh, never mind. I'll tell you later.
Yeah, we can.
Just remind me about Volstix when we get off air, and I'll tell you.
What's
So Brad Pitt's next movie after Brad Bird. Next movie after tomorrow. Sorry, total segue. Brad Pitt.
I was like, Brad Pitt. He's wait a minute. Solo film as the Vanisher? Come on, solo film it's a prequel.
I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay. I'd watch that. Would he actually be in it though? But
hey, listen, they should have seen it by now. I don't care if it's a spoiler.
Okay, but Brad Bird, his next movie is called 1906. It's only been announced, so who knows if it's going to go through. But the description on IMDb is: a young man discovers a series of secrets that lies, and he discovers a series of secrets and lies that left San Francisco highly vulnerable to the fires that engulfed it in the aftermath of the historical. So it's more, what are you doing, dude? You're going back to Tomorrowland style. Don't do that.
Just have fun.
Is Tom Cruise in it though? Because if Tom Cruise is in it, it's fine.
He's gonna be running, no matter what it is. You're gonna see a wide shot of him running towards camera.
That shot in 3 where he's running at the end and he just keeps running and running and like they go up and they pan it. Like, it's impressive how fast that guy can run for how long.
Dude, that shot is in like every movie. If Tom Cruise is in a movie, he's gonna be running.
I know, but you know the shot I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah,
Where it's like it's one shot, or most of it seemed like it was one shot, where like the camera raises up and shows him still running. Like, it's like he can run, man. Like, I'll give that guy credit. He's in shape for how old he is. Like, how old is Tom Cruise now? He's in his 50s, right? He's in his 50s, and he's freaking running all the time in his movies. So I give him full credit. I'm not his biggest fan, but he's in shape, and he does a lot of his own stunts, and he's an impressive person.
You know what would be fun? So it did like a spoof of action movies, and they actually got Tom Cruise to be in it, kind of like in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
But he's playing like an action version guy, and he's literally always running.
Always running.
He's just in one room. He's just running in a circle.
They should do a DC parody, and Tom Cruise is the Flash.
Yes,
that is pretty good.
That would be good.
There's a future thing in the DC universe where it's called Kingdom Come, and the Flash takes care of his city, and he never stops running. So like you literally see this blur going everywhere, all over the city, and like nothing bad happens in the city. Like if someone was to drop their car keys, he runs by and picks them up before they hit the ground and drops them back into the like he's constantly, he never stops because he's constantly just figured out the way to save everyone in that city is basically just never stop running. So that's Tom Cruise. So
boys, so this was the weekend that was.
I was disappointed that Deadpool did not leap solo. I was so, and it's funny you asked me, did I see anything last week? No, I did see something last week. I saw Solo again. I saw Solo. I saw Solo on. No, I didn't because we used movie coupons and it was on Thursday. For work, literally. It was there. We were like going to see a movie, me and like the one guy, and it was just like, and I said, dude, it's up to you what we go see, like the other worker. And he's just like, well, I haven't seen Solo yet. And I'm like, I saw it last Thursday, but I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm good with it. And it literally confirmed everything I thought about the movie. I'm like, it's not bad, it's good, it's kind of boring in parts.
Yeah.
But it's a good movie, but I don't think it's nearly as bad as its box office is making it out to be, but it's like, I don't know. So, but yeah, I did see Solo.
It's not doing Star Wars money.
It's not doing Star Wars money. That's exactly it. It's like, we talked about it before. It's like Rogue One made double at this point. It's in the 400 millions, and it's made like 172 million. So I did hear a thing where Ron Howard was like, I've never had a movie make this much money before.
Oh,
and it's like, think about it. He's like, no, he probably hasn't. But it's like, meanwhile, it's underperforming massively. And he's like, it's making so much. So
that's what happens when you spend $300 million or more to make.
All right, guys, let me clear my throat because this doesn't happen very often at all. As the previous week's winner, I need to go first.
I take my Kangol hat off to you, sir.
The winner last week?
I was. I had 3. Sir, don't make me break it out. Here it is.
I thought you had 2.
I had Oceans, Solo, Deadpool.
Sorry. Yes, you did. Sorry.
I would have been perfect if I didn't fuck around with Hotel Artemis too.
Yes. Sorry. I didn't know you had 3.
Yeah, listen.
You just had to go for that dirty, skanky hotel, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I deserve the disrespect. But
you haven't seen Hotel Artemis either, though, did you?
No, and so
you didn't help anyone, CP.
yeah, my one ticket wasn't going to be some $15 million ticket right there. So, all right. So number 1, Lindsay, if you're ready.
I thought you were going first.
I am going first. He's got to keep score.
Oh, Lindsay's keeping score
because I'm not writing right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
okay,
go
ahead. All right. So go
ahead.
Number 1 is Stink Credibles 2. That's an easy one. I'm going to say Oceans number 2. Tag number 3.
Okay.
And Hereditary 4.
Okay.
That silence means you guys know I'm serious.
Yeah. That idea.
Lindsay, you were second, so go ahead and go second.
Okay, so I'm going to go for my kooky town. So not too kooky, incredible.
Here we go.
Yeah, no, super kooky town. But I got to get my 1 point.
Won't you take me to Kooky Town?
A kooky town. Second, I'm going with Tag.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Tag for 2, man. And then after that, Hereditary.
Wow.
And then after that, Avengers. No. I am torn though between Deadpool 2 and Oceans.
You think Oceans is going to fall off the cliff like that?
I'm gonna say it's gonna make a little less than half than what it made this weekend.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Like I could be completely wrong about that. I think Hereditary is going to get a lot of word of mouth, so that's why I think it's going to actually bump up from 4 to 3. I think it's going to have a really good second weekend. I could be wrong about that. I could be completely wrong about that. So the question is, will Deadpool 2 or Oceans? Because I think Solo's done. I think Solo's going to fall down to like
4
or 5 million. Yeah.
If you do the math, like day by day, it just kind of that was a swan song there. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Okay, so let's go Oceans in 4th. Yeah, Oceans 4th. So Incredibles, Tag, Hereditary, Oceans.
Oh, great one.
Next week I get 1 point.
We're all getting one.
At least one.
We're all getting at least one.
The good old at least one.
Yeah. All right, Incredibles.
Okay.
In top spot there. Incredibles 2.
Incredible.
Sacre Blue, Incredible. And Incredible. Sorry. So yeah, Incredibles 2 is the #1 spot. I'm gonna say Tag is taking the 2nd spot. Oceans is Oceans is taking the 3rd spot, and Hereditary is taking the 4th spot.
All right, so Peter, we're pretty much the same except we flip-flop 2 and 3.
Yes, we did. What one did we change on?
I have Oceans 2, Tag 3.
Yeah. So no, I think and then you have Hereditary's 4. So yeah, no, I think Tag will do decent enough that it will make at least 25 million, which I think Oceans will probably make 21. So
I don't think Oceans is going to crack 20. I could be wrong about that, but
in that case, I'm even better off. So then Tag, I think Tag will definitely crack 20. So. But I could be completely wrong, man. I was the guy that thought Action Point was going to come in 3rd place. And it is number 16, did I say? Or 19? Or
14.
14. On its 2nd weekend out, not making $5 million yet. So
let me re-specify, guys. Because we've fallen into this trap before, and not when it mattered.
Okay.
These are points that we're losing here.
Yeah.
Superfly will be out this week.
Rick, yes, you totally forgot Superfly.
That doesn't change my rankings. I just wanted you guys to know.
Thank you.
It comes out Wednesday, as in 2 days from now, or
as in maybe there's showtimes tomorrow night, maybe.
Wait, is it that or is it next week?
But that doesn't. Just to clarify, we're only doing the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so it literally doesn't mean anything for
whatever it makes Wednesday, whatever it makes Thursday, which is unfortunate for it because for some fucked reason, Thursday night screenings for things that open Friday count on Friday. I don't know why that is,
but they should.
That's what fucked this up. This is 2 weeks in a row now where me looking on Friday. Like I was like, ooh, thanks, because I looked on Friday and it was all over the place. It was Oceans 1, Hereditary was 2, and I was
it was 2.
What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah,
and then it readjusted for the rest of the weekend. It was just like, why do they do that?
Yeah, so when the weekend's said and done, it's not counting Thursday night, right? So like it didn't count Oceans Thursday.
Listen. Since we started, I've been going on the 3-day on Box Office Mojo.
Yeah.
Whether or not they count Thursday, that I don't know.
I don't think they do, but I don't know.
Right.
So,
but
yeah,
it hurts Superfly as far as you know, going first screening is concerned.
How many?
Roger, if you're in here, you can go ahead and get started.
2,200 screens.
2,200 screens, eh?
Yeah. Estimated location count from what I'm seeing here.
We're just about done here, gentlemen. If you want to go join Channel Dawnstar and his Monday night extravaganza.
Hey, no. I got to plug my thing. You don't send everyone away before I plug myself. Come on, dude.
Bearded Movie Guy, he's got a new video. And watch that, and then go watch Channel Dawnstar.
I got to plug it. I was going to say if I get to 50 views, because I'm at 24 right now. If I get to 50.
If you get to 50 what?
I'll make another video.
Oh!
But I got to get to 50 views. So But you're just sent everyone away, so they're all gone now, so they don't know this happening.
No, there's still 15 people here. If everyone that's watching right now,
everyone watches it twice, just click on it twice. I won't know how long you watched it for. It doesn't matter. Yeah, CP's gonna be like do 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 suck a bitch do 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 do.
See, Roger is opening an invitation to you, Peter, so you can go plug on his channel too.
Oh, I can go plug on his channel. Okay. Wait a minute. So, what's it called? This doesn't. Yeah, it's weird. It comes out on the 13th, but it says it's like it's just weird looking at the box office thing because it's like 12th, 15th, 12th, 13th. It's like what?
So, you're looking at Mojo the way they have.
Yeah, I'm looking at Mojo the way they had. Like it completely fell away there. I didn't even. See
I think what that means is there's going to be early shows tomorrow night.
Yeah, I guess.
Probably.
Which again does not count.
None of us are counting race number 3.
Yeah, good luck. Go ahead. You want to count that?
Well, it's funny. I was looking at this talking.
Dude, Artemis looked really, really unique and interesting. And
yes,
that
it
thing did 3 million.
But here's the thing, right? So go to the main page. If you look at the top 5 movies this year, worldwide, okay, you have Avengers: Infinity War at it's just under 2 billion. Black Panther's at 1,345 million. Deadpool is at 655 million. Ready Player One's at 580 million. Operation Red Sea is the number 5 movie of the year, like internationally, worldwide, with 579 million.
Yeah.
Domestically in America and Canada, that made like 1.5 million.
What's your point, Peter? Do you want to start opening a international version of show
No,
business?
it just makes me laugh that the number 5 movie of the year is a movie I've never even fucking heard of.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure we can start ranking for the next mermaid movie, and
it's like I've never even heard of it, and like so that's just the thought of this whole tag or the race 3 thing just made me.
What was it called again, Peter? What was the name?
The one that's where'd it go?
Red something red.
Operation Red Sea. Yeah. It's completely like Asian film.
It's a hybrid between Hunt for Red October and Red Dawn.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Here in the States, it's made 1.5 million.
Yeah, that's what I said. 1.5 million in the States, but it's made 579 million worldwide.
Doing better than Action Point.
So it almost beat Action Point domestically, but we've never heard of the film. Anyways, I found that interesting. I'm sorry.
So, guys, are you guys? I'm locked in.
Last year.
Who? What?
Sorry. There's just Wolf Warrior 2 last year. Yeah. The movie that got like no release over here, but was in like the top 4 highest grossing films of 2017.
Yeah, it's weird.
Anyway,
all right.
I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Superfly is gonna be Super Unfly.
Well, here's the deal. We can't change the thing once it's out, right? So.
Right.
Yeah, so if it has shows tomorrow night, you better get in before that.
Yeah, no, I think this is going to be a Proud Mary situation.
No, it does not. By the way, there's no, at least not in LA. There's no
Tuesday night stream.
No Tuesday showings. Yeah.
Proud Mary came out the other. When was it? January, and people talked about, it's like, look at this, and it did nothing. I think this is going to be one of those situations. I could be completely wrong. So yeah, I'm gonna say what I'm doing. It's fine. I'm locked into what I am. Lindsay, if you could send me in our chat, in our Twitter chat, what everyone picked.
Yeah.
Because I can't. I'll never remember. Like I tried to, but my brain.
Wait. So Dino's gonna try again.
Okay.
Listen.
All right. What's he doing?
This is if you donate to the show, you get to be an honorary picker.
Yeah.
And he gave $5. So here it is. Incredibles, number 1. Number 2, Oceans.
Okay.
Number 3, Hereditary.
Wow.
Number 4, Solo.
So Tag, you think is going to make less than $10 million?
What else are you missing there that I'm kind of confused at? Incredibles, Oceans, Hereditary, Solo. He's missing Tag.
Missing
I guess
Deadpool.
He's missing Superfly, guys.
And missing Superfly.
Its director's name is pretentious. He's missing Superfly.
Yeah. Roger, why aren't you streaming? We just lost 3 people. I thought that was Roger dragging 2 of our viewers with him, but apparently he's still here. Roger, leave now because we're gonna start wrapping up. So go get yourself ready. We'll late night show this. We'll go right from Letterman to who was on
Conan.
After Letterman.
Conan.
Conan. Yeah.
He was once upon a time.
Conan's a better one, so we all know what that means.
Yeah.
So we have our picks in. We have our honorary guests picks in. A little bit stronger this week, Glad you're starting to take it seriously.
Don't even worry about it. He's got this.
And he was perfect upside down, so I mean, better than any of us in order.
That's true.
Peter, why don't you go ahead and plug?
I will plug
your glorious new video.
Plug my channel. I have had 2 videos out in the last 2 weeks.
Woo.
One is a movie music quiz, which has 40 songs, which CP hasn't taken yet, or if he has, he hasn't commented. I would like to challenge you and Lindsay to see who gets higher out of the 2 of you. So if you could take it and then put your comment in my comment section of how much you got. Roger took it and he got 22, right?
Out of 40?
Out of 40. You got 22 right out of 40.
Wow.
Roger
these are all big movies. Most of them are very big movies. So
Roger knows his shit too. That's scary.
One other person took it, which I don't know. I think he's from this chat, and he got like 18. That's the only people who have really commented about it. So that's there. I challenge you, take it and tell me what you got. You two for next week if you can. But I also have a vampire tag, which I'm super proud of because it's a vampire tag, and it's fucking vampire tag. I came out of hiatus for a vampire tag. I'm like, dude, and you've seen it because you commented. What are your thoughts on my vampire tag, CP?
It's nice. It's nice that I don't know if you want me saying your daughter.
Noise. She calls herself
Noise. Okay, very good.
Which it's a name I gave her for a while ago.
Right. So it's better. It's better for the sake of everything. It was really unique. Some of her answers were quite interesting. I don't mean that like in a contradictory, not contradictory, condescending manner. It's like the fact that she's into 1931 Dracula, shit, I wasn't into shit like that at that age.
Yeah, and she also hates Lost Boys with a passion.
that one's like, wait, what?
It's so funny. Did you like my little crying vampire part for that? She was quite pleased that I put the little scene with with the tears coming down his face. Yes, with the tears coming down his face.
You don't want to spoil the funny parts. Peter.
I actually did some editing on this video.
Yeah.
I put some time and effort into it for my daughter because she was there. So I was like, I'm gonna work harder than I normally do. I'm not gonna half-ass it as much as I normally do for a vampire tag. What the?
Well, Roger tagged me in the comedy tag, and whenever I do that.
You're not tagging me. Don't worry about it.
Crack your knuckles, buddy.
Yeah. So if I get to 50 on that, I will do another video of something or other, or maybe BMG Radio for a week. I don't know.
Hey.
But I got to get to 50.
50. So there's 14 of you in here now. Just run over there really quick.
There's 24 views. 2 of those views are myself, but you know what? Screw it, because I've shown it to people.
No one needs to know that.
I will take. If I can get to 50 on the counter, I will take it. No, it doesn't matter. So if you watch it, other than that, the movie quiz and stuff, and that's it. I'm not doing anything else until I get 50.
Bearded Movie Guy is the channel. Bearded Movie Guy. And in case you haven't been there yet, by all means, go. There's tons of old stuff too. There's
tons. I have lots of classic video reviews. And the funny part was I checked. Like I literally was doing like one video a week for like 4 months, and I lost subscribers, and since leaving I've gained 12 subscribers. So I've got 12 subscribers since I've stopped making videos. So
Peter, Roger's saying to tag him in the vampire tag.
Oh, I've already done the vampire tag. I can't tag him.
Well, Roger, consider yourself tagged.
Consider yourself tagged.
Tag.
Yeah.
My daughter tagged Brian Lomax, which was funny. So I don't know if he'll end up doing it. Probably not, but yeah.
I'm trying to think what I tagged. Oh, I tagged you guys in it. I don't remember.
Yeah, you tagged us. I don't know if you tagged Brian, so you might have. So,
Lindsay.
Anyway, Lindsay,
Yes, sir.
A better channel. Go ahead.
Well, that's the thing. Actually, my schedule is getting so screwed up right now. Like,
Lindsay's the actor.
Yeah, no. So I'm acting in this thing with my friends. I'm actually going to start doing the boom mic for my buddy's short film, and I just got a second restaurant job.
I was gonna say you just got a new job. I saw that posted. What restaurant is it? Plug it.
It's a fancy place here in Pasadena called Green Street. I have to wear all black, so you know. It's like I'm looking good. I've had 2 days of training, and it's going okay so far. I just need to make a few life changes, so trying to get out of the place I'm in. So we'll see what happens with my channel as I'm dealing with all this. But
any long-term plans? Any ideas that you might?
Nothing that I'm willing to commit to right now.
Okay.
Like, I'm going to continue to try and get at least a video out for the big movies when they happen. Like, I did Ready Player One, I did Avengers, I did Solo. I'm going to at least try to continue that trend of whatever the big
Incredibles is kind of large.
Yeah, there you go. I'll try and get an Incredibles video out.
Hold on, Solo was a big movie?
Peter.
It's medium to large.
Just kidding.
You know, it had big shoes to feed the film.
That's what she said. It was medium to large.
Yeah, and over here, the channel is my 2 cents of nonsense.
Oh yes,
Blu-ray Madness just subscribed to me.
Yay!
There you go.
You gotta watch the video now too.
I don't know who that is, but thank you. It's
He's good people. He's over in Scotland.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know,
I have good people.
I have more friends like global than I do in this fucking state. It's so weird. God bless the internet.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's true. It's like a lot of my friends aren't in, like I actually don't know, like I don't talk to any YouTubers in Canada. It's like, you know, it's like really I had a few, but not anymore. So it's like, yeah.
Well,
like,
Mother Mayhem's close to you. She's in Ontario. She's
yeah. She's
floating around.
Yeah, she's in London.
Being a mother, taking care of her baby or whatever the shit you want to call it.
Yeah.
Doing parently duties.
Yeah.
Yes. So over here, both Emily and I will be doing. She's got a. Are you doing the Martyrs thing exclusively for Patreon?
No.
No. All right. So for her patrons, she's going to be doing a Hereditary review, and then she's currently almost done scripting a Martyrs review.
Okay.
No, it's a video essay about something else.
Oh, never mind.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm almost done scripting. I need another actor in my Martyrs who would watch that or who would like that. I don't even know what the fuck the name of the series is.
Is it the original or is it the?
It's the 2008. It's the French one. It's.
Yeah, I've wanted to watch that. There's a kid named frick. What is his name now? There's a kid that I did collab with. He's really smart. He makes films for school and stuff. He's like 16, 17. And Martyrs is one of his favorite movies of all time. And so like he was the one that told me about it, but I've yet to see it. So I don't know.
Theo says he's close too. He's in Canada.
Yes, yeah, it was pretty close. Slip King cover just subscribed to me. Look at this. I'm getting all these subscribers.
See all this? See,
if you throw yourself prostrate in front of people and be like, "Watch my channel," occasionally people take pity and just
you just do.
Just do.
All right, guys. So that's about it for this week. Thanks to everybody for joining us. Fly on over to Channel Dawnstar to join him for regular hijinks, because you never know what happens on a Channel Dawnstar stream. But other than that, what else do we got to say tonight, gentlemen?
I think we have to say
fuck Amy Schumer.
Fuck Amy.